All right, let's talk about Faygo, the Fagmeister. I'm probably going to get demonetized for saying that, but SoFaygo was interviewed by someone after one of his performances. I think they were free in LA, but essentially they asked him if he was going to be on Travis Scott's Utopia album upcoming in, I heard, July, from somewhat of an inside source. I can't really say who, and it could be totally cap. It also could be real, but all these release dates get pushed back all the time. I mean, Drake was supposed to drop on the same day as Pink Tape, but then he pushed it back again. He was supposed to drop on the same day as Young Thug, but he pushed it back then too, and he's supposed to go on tour, so I get it. But come on, we had to give Uzi his day, justifiably. But as I was saying, with SoFaygo, we've been talking about the next up rapper for the longest time, ever since like late 2020 when Off the Map dropped. That's still one of his best songs to date. And then there was a new snippet that we listened to, like, I want to say a week or two ago, where I'm like, yo, this is the next hit. SoFaygo is back. Okay, get ready for it. I'm not talking about necessarily numbers, but like sound wise, he knows what to do. He's listening to the fans. He's back in his like melodic fast rap type shit, as opposed to just trying to be mainstream with the Pink Hearts R&B type music. But anyway, someone asked him if he's going to feature on Utopia, Travis Scott's album. And the whole rollout we were expecting from SoFaygo, although it kind of got delayed, and maybe not Travis Scott's doing at all. Maybe it was in SoFaygo's management and his plan to get on Utopia, because that's what Don Toliver did, and that's how he blew up with like the hidden feature, because Travis Scott didn't list any of the artists as primary artists on Spotify or all the major DSPs. So you really had to like find out yourself. You had to be like a Cardi detective to figure out who was actually on that song. And before Don Toliver really had too much official music out, he was a feature on Astroworld. And so soon after, he blew up, dropped his own solo tapes, had a bunch of TikTok songs, which were solid songs in themselves, not just like TikTok trendy, if you ask me. And so we were expecting the same thing from SoFaygo, especially after signing to Travis Scott so long ago. But again, there was that whole Astrofest situation where a few people passed away, RIP, a lot of people got injured and trampled. I've been in situations like that at like EDM rave concerts, and it is scary, bro. Like, I'm a bigger dude, and like your feet are glued to the ground, but like the whole top of your body is swaying with the crowd, and you really can't do anything about it because you have no leverage with your feet. They can't move. So anyway, as I was saying though, will SoFaygo be on Utopia? And this is what he says.
The hype for Utopia is crazy. Are we going to see Faygo on Utopia?
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. You know I can't tell you that.
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. You know I can't tell you that. So you could see that smirk in SoFaygo's face. He knows what's up, especially because I saw on some rap news pages that Travis Scott refollowed SoFaygo, even though that wasn't really that big of a deal. Although there was like a little bit of a spat because SoFaygo unfollowed a bunch of people, or at least that's what I heard. But it is true. That's exactly what happened. It's from confirmed sources that he unfollowed a bunch of people because he was trying to like only put on for his boys, right? Like have 3 following on the Instagram to have the perfect ratio. That's what rappers do nowadays. And then Travis Scott was like, damn, my own artist ain't even following me. Like, I'm gonna unfollow you too. Get off this dick. But again, as I was saying before, that smirk in SoFaygo's face, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. Because, I mean, that's the only way that I think that Travis Scott can really give the cosign to a major level. I mean, you can take a bunch of pictures at different fashion shows. I mean, you can do an OnlyFans collab with Kylie Jenner's cheeks. Not pause, but actually though, that's how you give a cosign as a rapper. You give a feature, or they hop on your project. Travis Scott's one of the biggest artists in the world, so that's the best way to give your artist a platform and actually make a lot of money. Now, SoFaygo's obviously made M's at this point from a publishing deal and other distro deals, but he hasn't really gone all too big just yet because he released under an independent distributor for Pink Hearts. I was about to say Pink Tape because of Uzi, but that's why I didn't really do all too well, at least numbers wise, or what the fans expected at least. But again, if he gets that Travis Scott cosign on his project, then he might start getting boosted in them numbers, and his career can finally start or reach the expectations of what the fans believe. Because as we all know, SoFaygo at one point in the underground was the top dog before Yeet stole it, and then Ken Carson, and then now Destroy Lonely. Now that Yeet is obviously like mainstream, so Lone is really running this shit currently. But as I said in a previous stream, I think perhaps SoFaygo was just trying to play like, you know, a little slow game, give it a little slow blow to the fans, if you will, in that he didn't necessarily want to blow up all too quick. Maybe he wants to build up his discography of work that he is actually proud of, and then when he gets the Travis Scott feature or placement on his project, then he'll have a whole bunch of songs that he distributed independently, and almost like the Yeet route where you're making a much higher percentage on your old catalog before you sign a big major deal, so that again you get a fatter percentage. But at the same time, as I said before, I'm pretty sure like it got delayed because of Astrofest, in that he was going to be on the album that was supposed to drop, when was it, like 2021 or 2022, but then he got pushed back because he just dropped Escape Plan and Mafia, which were like the dystopian songs to the Utopia, kind of like a precursor, or at least these were the theories for Travis Scott's upcoming projects. And then because of all the controversy, he didn't want to drop, because, you know, you don't want to go into a project with all of this hate coming after you. And he was just proven innocent, so everything's cleared now. It really was Live Nation's fault. Like, how is Travis Scott gonna be able to be responsible for all of the security at the event when that's hundreds of people? Meanwhile, he's trying to perform. Like, he's probably not even thinking. He was probably zooted off the mollies or some shit. And so now that it's finally happening, I think SoFaygo is in for a run, guys. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. Is SoFaygo gonna be on Utopia, or is he gonna get left off? I was gonna say once again, but Travis Scott just hasn't dropped in 5 years, so that's why he hasn't been on a feature just yet. But that would be the best route if you want to really make money with your artist. And that's the whole reason to sign an artist, right? To make money off of them. Of course, you want to have relationships, and like cosigns are mutually beneficial. If you have a artist underneath you, it makes you look good. You're like, yeah, man, I know I have like a deep intrinsic value of knowing who to pick. Like, I can see talent in people. But nah, ultimately, yo, we're trying to get that Bredsky so we can go fuck off to some deserted island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and bang like 5'2" natives. You feel me? No, I'm playing. They got to be at least 5'3".